Work on the Needham Reservoir Remediation and Stormwater Improvement Project began on Monday, September 23rd. The trail around the reservoir will be closed through September 29th. A majority of the path will reopen to the public on Monday, September 30th, but a small portion will remain closed until the sediment removal is complete, which will take about a month. We met with town engineer Thomas Ryder to get a tour of the planned work and to learn the reasons for the project.
The project began for water quality issues at the Charles River. So the reservoir discharges to all the brook, which discharges to the Charles River, which is determined to have high concentrations of nutrients. Our 2016 National Pollution Elimination Discharge Systems permit requires that we remove 55% of phosphorus from the town's drainage system. Another piece of the project is that we have a drainage line that runs from DeFazio Field. It collects all the stormwater over by Harris Road. We found a break in the pipe where sediment was getting into the pipe, and this caused sediment buildup into the pond. So the start of the project was to do two things. One is to remove the sediment that has phosphorus in it, and also to remove the extra silts and sands that were carried into the pond, filling the pond up. The hopes is that we will create some more habitat forming in deeper waters as well. To address the issues, we are starting with a water quality swale, which will collect any stormwater from the parking lots and eventually discharge to the pond. The other thing we did was we fixed the drainage pipe that we found a break in, so there's no more sediment getting into the pipe that way. And thirdly, we are doing a sediment removal of a certain area of the pond where the sediment was being discharged to. There's a few other pieces of the project too, where the trail is going to be rehabilitated. There's certain areas with washout conditions, so we're going to be fixing that area. We're adding a kiosk at the entranceway for notifications of the reservoir. This area is where the trail needs to be rehabilitated. As you can see, there is some erosion that is occurring because of washout conditions. We're going to be adding some river rock in this area and make it look more natural. It's also going to be more inviting so people can meander into the wooded area and see the pond closer up. This is another area of washout conditions. As you can see, the wet area on both sides. This is going to be restabilized and confined so that there'll be some infiltration ability, and when it overtops, it won't wash the stone away. This is the point where the contractor is going to access the reservoir. The buoys out there, that's the limit of where the sediment removal will take place. He's going to be constructing these aqua barriers around the buoys and dewatering the inside of the reservoir. And then he'll bring in excavated equipment in containers and start to remove the sediment from the bottom. And then he's going to put them in the containers and let it dry and add a bulking agent. And then we'll be shipped off-site to a landfill or for other use.